Hi everyone, Grumpy Gamer here again with another build. Now I'm pretty excited about this build. I've been waiting a while to get a couple of parts for this. What it is, I will take all that paraphernalia off so you can have a look at the motherboard. This is a X99 motherboard, but it uses DDR3. So the fun part about that is that I can put a 14 core 28 thread Xeon on it. It only takes several series of the Xeon. So when you buy this, you've got to check on the CPUs that it will take. It won't take all version 3 2011 socket CPUs, so you do have to be careful of that. But I'll take the cooler off. I'll turn it around. That's what I'm running. It's an Intel Xeon E5 2696 version 3, and have a look at that motherboard. Look at all those DDR3 slots. So if you've got an old system that, or a bit of old DDR3 lying around, two gigabyte sticks, you can stick them all in here, providing they're somewhat similar. The same megahertz at least. If they're 1600 megahertz DDR3. So you can use your old two gigabyte sticks in there, give yourself 16 gig of RAM. These motherboards are available on eBay. It's a Jingsha. It's got 3 PCI slots. It's got M2, which is pretty incredible. It's only a little baby M2 there, but that's all pretty incredible on this platform. It's got a ton of SATA slots there. I'll get the video card off and you can have a real good look at the motherboard. Okay, there you go. I'll give you a bit of a good view of it. So it's a Jinsha. There's the box, so that if you're looking for it on eBay, you know what you're looking for. It says on there, there's a lot of Chinese on there, but the important part, it says DDR3 on that box and M2. So it's got 2 M2 slots. I'm pretty amazed at it. I think it's about $116 for the motherboard, and I think I paid something like $50 for the CPU. And I had it'll even take server RAM. I had 2 8 gig server sticks, so this will take 16 gigabytes per slot, 16 gig sticks per slot. So you can run 256 gig of RAM. I think it'll even take 32, 64. Yeah, it'll take 32 gigabyte server RAM. So in today's age, all right, it hasn't got all the bells and whistles, but for what you're paying here, you're getting some bang for your buck, even just in this little motherboard, especially for the amount of dollars it's going to cost you if you've already got some DDR3. Anyway, I won't keep banging on about that. What we'll do is we might get it fired up and you can see that it's going to run fine, and we'll go from there. I'll get a cooler on it. I've got an old, it's not an old one. I've got a cooler here. It's a Be Quiet cooler. It's only got 1 fan on it. I think they normally come with 2 fans, but I think that 1 fan will keep this CPU plenty cool enough. I don't know till I get in the BIOS whether you can overclock with this CPU or whatever we can do with it. But anyway, we'll get it fired up, and I might just throw a SATA hard drive on it, just to see if we can get it to boot into an operating system, and then I'll do the build. But I just wanted to go over how incredible it is to be able to buy something like this in this day and age still be DDR3. And I'd have to look at it. I can't remember. Look, I've looked over so much stuff recently. I really can't remember whether it'll take a version 4 of that CPU. But this version 3 one, it'll be plenty fast enough. You play games. Look, you can put more than one. If you've got a couple of old SLR, or it says Crossfire on it. So if you've got some old video cards, you get a little bit of bang for your buck out of it and have a play around with it. But if nothing else, you're going to make a pretty snazzy looking computer, because even for a China motherboard, it's not a bad looking motherboard. Okay, I'll enough dribble. I'll get it fired up and see what we got. Okay, as you can see, I've got a cooler on it now, and it's all fitted properly. I'm going to use this cooler here because it's wide. The motherboard's got sort of wide on the heat sinks, and it sort of goes with it a bit, I suppose. This is a brand new cooler, so straight out of the box. So let's fire it up and see how we go. I've just plugged everything on. I haven't been in the BIOS. I haven't done anything else. Let's see how we go. She's still doing a bit of thinking. I have booted it up. I know it runs. It might just take a little bit of time. Oh, rookie mistake. Forgot to put the power in for the video card. I'll be back. Okay, we've got the power cords plugged in for the video card. Sorry about that. I'm a little excited to bring this one to you because I'm hoping that everything goes alright with it. And I can show you that you can, for the people out there that don't want to spend a lot of money, you can use most of your old machine, just replace the motherboard and the CPU. You won't get a CPU in any other DDR3 configuration that'll go as hard as these ones. Look at that. All I did was plug the hard drive on. I did no configuring in the CMOS, nothing. It's already got Windows pre-installed on this hard drive. Bingo. How crazy is that, hey? That is just crazy. We're doing a little bit of thinking here. Ah, she's still sitting up, that's the trouble. It's not a it's not an Alienware. It just happens that my Alienware had the partitioning software on it, and that's why when I partition these hard drives, they wind up with Alienware, but I get all rid of that. Anyway, how about I put it in the case? I don't need to go through all that again. I just wanted to show you again, DDR3 motherboard, and it's that quick to get it running. Okay, I'll be back when we've got a case sorted and get it in the case. As you can see, I got the motherboard fitted. It fits quite nice in this case. I changed the cooler. I went with this white cooler to match the white accents on the motherboard. I'm going to fit the fans now. I'll come back when I've got the fans fitted. Okay, I've got a good part of the computer built now. That's what it looks like. There's a bit of shadow there. I got all the fans in. It's got a glass face on it, well, plastic sort of face on it, but you can see all the fans. It's filtered. It's got a 1080 video card. It's got Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth. They haven't got very much USB on here, like they haven't got a heap of USB ports, but it only uses the USB 3 in the front, so I can use the other one for the Bluetooth. Otherwise, on some cases it just takes up all the ports, so I can't enable the Bluetooth, but on this one I can. There's a little fan controller here where you can change the fans. You just reach around the back of the case and just press on the buttons. And got the cooler on. Like I say, I'm getting there, most of it's in there. Like I said, the features on this motherboard, if you're just going to upgrade, it's $120, $130 upgrade. If you've got a decent video card, it'll be an awesome machine for another 4 or 5 years. It's not going to be the latest and greatest. It's using DDR3, but the idea is that if you've got a heap of DDR3 lying around, you can put that on this board, and it'll take up to 2400 megahertz DDR3. So it's not all that much slower than some of the DDR4, the early DDR4. It's PCI Express 3, so for $116, I reckon that's a pretty good upgrade, considering you can use your own RAM, or if you've got DDR3 RAM, you can use that, or you can buy it cheap. I got server RAM in here, running with that Xeon, 2 sticks, 16 gig, but it'll take 256 gigabytes of RAM. If that's not going to make it quick, I don't know what is, because everything I've just run in RAM. Okay, I'll keep going, and I'll get her finished and get her up and running. Okay, everyone, here she is. She's running in a case. All the fans are hooked up. Cooler, everything's running with the same colours. There she is there for you. Okay, so you can see what I was talking about. Here we go. We got a Xeon E5 2696 V3. It'll boost up to 3.8 gigahertz. You see the multiplier there going up and down, up and down. She has 18 cores and 36 threads. So if this isn't an upgrade for your old DDR3 machines, I don't know what is. There might be a bit faster CPU you can get on these platforms that'll run DDR3. I don't know of any, but I'm pretty impressed at that. It's running DDR3. Here we'll go. We'll change this over and show you. There it says DDR4, but it is DDR3, believe me. I don't know why it says DDR4. Running at dual channel. It is DDR3. These motherboards only take DDR3. Do not try to put DDR4 on them. I don't know why it says that. Maybe it's some trickery. But yeah, how about we bench it? Well, we bench it against. I think i9's a bit hopeful. Oops. What I'm doing now is I'm going to test it against the speed of something else that's close to it. We won't get too carried away. How about we'll try a Ryzen 2700. We'll just see what it says. Oh, nearly double. Maybe we can go a bit higher. So see these numbers here? That Ryzen 2700X scores 4,935. This DDR3 motherboard with a older 18 core Xeon is scoring over 7,000. So we'll just see what we can. Oh, there we go. Way faster than an i9 9900 KF. This is what I've been trying to tell you, people. Way faster than that i7. How about a way far? Oh, it's way faster than all these. Oh, now we're getting up near it. There you go. i9, we're close to it. It's a little bit faster. i9 10850K. There you go. There's the benchmark for you. All right, we're a bit slower in the single core up here. I admit it, they are never going to be as fast as a later model. But considering this is DDR3, so you can, I'll repeat again, you can put your old 2 gig DDR3 sticks in there and wind up with 16 gig of DDR3 on there, because heaps of people have got them lying around doing nothing. Buy yourself this motherboard for $116, spend $70 on that CPU, whack a half decent video card in it, and there you go. That processor is probably going to cost you at least, I don't know, maybe $300 just for the processor, let alone the motherboard to run it. That i9 that it's benching pretty close to. The i9's a little faster. The 10 core i9. The one below it, we're quite a bit faster than, so, you know, there you go. I will be selling this computer. It will be on Marketplace. I've got to put the sides on the case and it's got glass. But that'll do for this video. See you on the next one. Bye for now.